I
Whoa.
like how Maxime chooses his openings. It's always so interesting. He never has a boring position.
What just happened there? Either White has calculated some sort of brilliant piece sacrifice, or
Ooh, I completely missed the moment when he pushed c3. Isn't that just a one move blunder?
either it's a one move blunder or there's a queen trap coming, because after rook a3, but
Queen
yeah,
takes
it seems like
b2.
it must have been a one move blunder because queen takes b2. There was no follow up. I mean, and now black can choose between moves like e4.
Hmm.
Um, but here's the question: how does the queen get out even after that?
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe he has to give up the queen, but now he's threatening the bishop, so he would have a rook and two pieces in case of rook a3 in this position.
Yeah, this is amazing. Seems like a super awkward way to trap the queen on the edge of the board when you have to play a passive move like the move rook f to b1.
Yeah, there's
But right,
just no way back from b3.
yeah, fascinating. Wow, what a nice combination there.
So
It
maybe
looks like
c3 was not a blunder after all.
it seems like c3 was not a blunder, at least in terms of the queen
But
not
wait a
being able
second,
to
after
find her way out.
b5, he's coming out.
Yeah, he gets the move queen to c4, and he does get out.
And it
Amazing.
doesn't seem that you have a useful move if that was a discovered attack, attacking something with the queen, but there's just no hanging piece.
Wow. And a little bit of weird compensation for white, but overall, I guess we're back to thinking c3 was a blunder. See how quickly we change? It's because we're just, we're humble. We're willing to be convinced. It's not because we're wrong. We're just kind of going with the flow. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, that
but
was
that's why from next week on it's going to be easier because we will see their faces.
that's right. So we'll have a little bit of a better idea of what's going on. Although some of the players, depending on how stone faced they are, make it a little tricky to know how they
I
feel
think
emotionally.
Hikaru makes it easy, so
Hikaru
we're
makes it
looking
pretty
forward
easy to
to
know how he
his
feels
match.
about it. Look at this weird position, though. It's funny because still, despite all that, this is not the easiest. This is not the easiest piece that MVL has ever won. I'm sure, right? I mean,
No, the
there's a whole
b8
bunch of
knight
pawns
cannot
and
move.
a ton of cramped development over here on the king side and or sorry, the queen side. And white continues to play really good moves here. This threat of c5 coming in. That could be
Hmm.
three passed pawns over there.
Yeah,
This is
maybe the
not so simple
c3
at
will
all.
end up being once again a brilliant c. I can't believe it. One move we say it's a blunder, next move it's just the best move of the week.
Yeah, this is crazy. It seems like black will find a way to weasel out a little bit if this knight gets to d7, but I don't know that white should be hesitant at all to just play. Yeah, I was going to say just play c5 here and now c6 and then b6, and I think that
Mm.
likely white is winning back some material here for sure.
Yeah, why is he not doing that? Is there something after c6 that he's
No,
afraid
I
of?
think he was just he's just calculating, confirming that's what he wants to do, but it seems to be pretty straightforward, and now b6 seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, actually, I don't understand why is he thinking. Is he calculating knight takes d3 and then bishop a6, but then b5 anyway?
Yeah, absolutely. This is craziness. MVL playing very well as well. The
Why not
accurate
b6?
moves he's
I'm sorry, but I
well,
don't understand why he didn't push. And now I don't want to give up the dark squared bishop. I wanted to give up the light squared bishop.
I agree. I think pushing b6 made more sense before. Now it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to win back material anyway.
Hmm.
Despite the fact that black is up two pieces currently, I don't think that he can hold them. I mean, MVL can play bishop to d4, but it would seem that then he's down the exchange and probably doesn't have anything really to show for it. He should probably just move the rook and go into the opposite bishop ending,
Yeah, so
right?
that's why he played bishop f1 to end up in an opposite color bishop endgame. That's very
Amazing.
deep.
Wow.
Oh, this is
Phenomenal.
still
Phenomenal game. This game has been
still a
mind-blowing
mess.
to me. I have not understood many of the moves. G4 check is coming, but white has played really well, and this is This is a good chance to draw. I mean, an international master right up there here. This is his best chance to maintain the lead if he can hold a draw right here.
He could have mouse slipped to bishop e2 and g4 mate after h takes.
Yeah, that would have been fun. I mean, not really, but it would have been fun for us, right? He's defending really well, though. I mean, the obstacle to bishop ending is not an easy win at all for black, if it's winning at all, because it's hard for black to coordinate without these pawns coming under fire. Okay, so now white, though, has to commit to defending the pawn. I'm not sure pushing all the way to b7 right away was the best, because if white's pieces get tied down to guarding b7, maybe this white king falls into a mating net. The more the game goes on, the more I think Maxime wins this one. It just seems like he's got the time advantage, right? White is now really coming under fire.
Yeah, but he's playing well. He's now exchanging a pair of rooks.
Yeah, that was really the nice idea. You can follow it with rook f8 check and gobble up the f5 pawn. But still, white is in a mating net, and that's not fun.
Yeah, the black king getting to g3.
Yeah. White has to find some way to get the king out and fast. MVL is going to make it very tricky. Probably some move to attack the bishop here. Okay, or this is even better.
Cutting the king. Yeah, king g3. Afterwards, he will win this. Yeah, with the king cut on the second rank.
Okay, he gives check first, but I think that what's the point? After the king moves to e1, what's the follow-up? You have to move to e1, right?
Yeah. Actually, I don't understand why is he thinking.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, he can go to g1, but
does he have a bad connection or something? Okay, he must have had some sort of...
I know.
No, it must have been some sort of small lag, because he apparently moved with 1.4 seconds left. All right, but black is still in the driver's seat with a number of moves. Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to play it. But
that's why he doesn't want to take back on f3, but g3 afterwards.
Yeah, but now the rook's hanging. Yeah, white just blundered the rook. Wow. That was a fascinating game. First of all, just a brilliant blunder. That's how we're going to classify c3. It was a brilliant blunder.
Yeah.
White plays c3 and loses the knight on b3. But apparently it wasn't for free, as black had to spend the next several moves trying to worsen his position to weasel the queen out. And even though MVL achieved that, it came at a price, because white gets a ton of pawns.
Yes.
And a huge potential advantage over here on the queen side. But Maxime played just incredibly accurate moves, finds a way to get the knight out to d7. And I think that this move here, you were right, Anna, move 25 bishop f1. If I was playing white, I would have just gone forward with b6. But
yeah, me too.
But maybe, it's not so clear, right? Because if b6, knight takes d3, even this was a mess. I mean, obviously, if you take back the knight, the bishop comes to a6 with tempo. If you play b7, it's kind of similar, right? I mean, he could take on b7, and we get a same color bishop ending, right?
Yeah.
So
yes, it was a mess, and I agree. Brilliant blunder.
A brilliant blunder there, and almost paid off there. Let's go over